ating pong bisita ngayong hapon has been there definitely and has definitely done that. He is a former Marine. I'm talking about Manny Paez, and we're going to talk to him about what's it like to be in the Marines. Magandang hapon sa iyo, Manny.
Magandang hapon sa iyo, Janelle.
Okay, my first question, yun na nga. What's it like to be in the Marines?
Actually, it's a different kind of bonding. Any military service just like that. Parang magkakapatid na kayo because you're together every time. You sleep together, you go out together. Kaya magandang camaraderie.
Have you shot at anyone? Have you killed anyone?
As part of our mission, we were awarded Combat Action Ribbon, so it's part of the job.
It's part of the job?
Yes.
But why did you get into it in the first place? I know that a lot of members of the ethnic group, kasama dyan ng mga Filipinos, what they do is they enter either the Marines, the Navy, or the Army to get American citizenship. Was that the route that you took? Actually,
yeah, I joined the Navy from the Philippines at that time, during the time na nandun pa ang bases. Ang kasama sa treaty is pwedeng mag-recruit ang US government na mag-Navy, mga Filipino. So, kasama ako sa mga last batches nun. Hanggang sa kapag-join ako Navy, and then after a while, nag-specialize ako sa Marine Field Medical. Tapos doon nasama ako sa... Lagi akong volunteer kasi noon eh.
Bakit?
Paano lang, pa-agusibo ako doon eh.
Pero why did you volunteer in the first place to join the Navy? Because of the experience or because of the green card?
Actually, at that time, talagang... Actually, nanay ko nagsabi sa akin eh. Kasi I was still in college when I applied for that. Tapos, I was already...
What was your course dapat?
Marketing.
Okay.
So after I graduated marketing, biglang dumating yung call card ng US Navy na, you report to Subic, magte-test kayo. So there's about 1 year yung exam na yun. And then my mom says, nung lagi ako natatanggap naman so far, thank you. Nung tapos na, yung tatanggapin na ako, nagsa-second thought na ako dahil medyo happy na rin ako sa buhay ko sa Manila. Tapos sabi ko, sige, I'll give it a shot. So nagpunta nga ako dito. Tapos nga, since nandito na ako, sabi ko, let's make the most out of it. Nung nagkagera,
anong war to?
Desert Storm.
Okay, Desert Storm.
It was August. Nag-volunteer agad ako na, I wanna go there.
Kasama ka sa gera? Wow.
So, volunteer kami. August pinasok. August 8. August 10, nandun na kami sa Saudi Arabia. Tapos pagdating doon, maraming Pilipino rin. Kaya tuwan-tuwa yung colonel ko dahil kala niya, marunong ako nung salita doon sa Saudi dahil hindi niya maintindihan yung kwentuhan namin eh. So from then on, hindi na siya lalakad kung di ako kasama.
Okay.
Tapos nagtatawa siya, producing mga soda, newspaper na...
Well, you obviously had a great time serving the U.S. Army, U.S. Marines. But a lot of people also, and we see that in the movies or we read that in books, na pagka lumabas daw ng Marine, mahirap nang maka-adjust sa real life or sa real world na tinatawag nila. Like they say, once a Marine, always a Marine. What does that mean?
Actually, continuous naman ang education. Before you get out, mayroong training ang tinatawag, transition period. There's a lot of classes involved with that na bibigyan kayo ng mga training para makakope up sa civilian world. Pati yung mga training nyo, formal trainings, sinatransfer nila yan sa civilian lingo. Alba, sabihin sa yung sergeant ka, sa civilian is supervisor. So ginagawa lang gano'n para mapadali ang transition.
Pero maraming nahihirapan, di ba?
Mayroon din, but most of the time, lalo ngayon ng modern military, madali na mga catch up eh, dahil we have a lot of psychologists involved sa transition na yun. So very professional na ngayon.
And so ikaw now, from a former Navy and former Marine, what's life like for you now in the real world? What have you been up to?
Actually, I used all the trainings that I had. I was lucky enough to be trained by the best military forces in the world. And I used that to my businesses. I have Manila Forwarders, of course, travel agencies, and other companies. So my discipline and my training, that's the one I'm using. And my...
Paano nakatulong, say for example, yung training mo as a former Marine sa pagpapatakbo mo ng Manila Forwarder? Manila Forwarder is a freight forwarding company. Paano nakatulong yun?
Yes, first of all, is the attitude, The attitude is naramdaman ng lahat ng kasama natin yan, lahat ng kliyente natin. We really like to help, Kaya nararamdaman nila Kaya alam nilang natural sa amin na talagang gusto namin makatulong sa kanila.
Pero Manny, alam mo, maraming problema sa ating mga Filipino-Americans na may mga nagpapadala ng mga packages in the Philippines to the Philippines na ang mga problema nila minsan hindi nakakarating or late dumarating or minsan pagdating nakabukas na, may kulang na gamit. What do you advise to those people encountering those problems?
Yeah, actually, it's sad to say that it really happens. You know, the first thing is, kumbaga sa marketing, may tinatawag na caveat emptor, buyers beware. Ano? So alamin niyo yung company. Kung maayos talaga, may license, how long they've been doing the business, anong track record nila.
Kasi minsan kahit sobrang mura po, naku, huwag tayong magtitiwala pa minsan dahil yun yung mga mahirap na, baka hindi mo na makita yung box mo kung saan na napunta.
That's very true because you're getting what you pay for. If the price is really too low to believe, most likely it's unbelievable. They're doing something na hindi maayos.
So, yun namang peso exchange rate, marami nagsasabi na advice lang daw, lalo na ngayon na mataas ang peso, mababa ang dollar. Ibig sabihin, our peso is strong. That's good news. Pero para sa mga nagtatrabaho dito sa Amerika, mas mabuti pa daw magpadala ng package kaysa mag-remit ng pera. Is that true?
Alam mo, Janelle, tama ka dyan. Kasi sa balikbayan box o yung mga items na papadala natin doon, it creates multiplier effect. Ano? So, alam mo, like ngayon, ang baba ng dollar, yan bang padala ka ng t-shirt doon, yung iba binibenta niya na yun. Isang kahon, dalawang kahon, benta nila. And then, it creates multiplier effect. Siguro, 5 times ang value, 6 times value. Maligaya pa sila. Tsaka naaalala mo talaga, ikaw ang pumili nung ikaw bumili nun. Unlike na pera padala mo, maaaring kung saan lang gamitin yung pera.
Very well. Tapos pag in-exchange na nila, medyo hindi nila makukuha yung mas malaking pera kasi mataas nga ang peso ngayon. Alright, para sa mga nanonood sa atin na gustong magpadala, lalo na ngayon, back to school. Yung mga maraming pinapaaral sa Philippines, baka gusto nyo magpadala ng mga notepads, ballpen, bag, mga uniforms, damit. Invite mo naman yung mga viewers.
Yeah, mga kasama. Pagka tawag lang po kayo sa atin, 1-800-210-1019. And of course, we have a website, manilaforwarder.com. Kung may question kayo, don't hesitate to give us a call or mag-email sa amin.
Alright, maraming salamat sa iyo. Manny Paez, former Marine na ngayon po ay businessman na supportahan po natin. Manila Forwarder, kung gusto niyo pong magpadala ng mga packages patungo sa Philippines at also sa iba't ibang parts of the globe. Meron din kayo, right? Okay. And maraming salamat po sa inyong panonood. Bukas, makakasama po natin si Little Keisha. Siya po ay isang very promising Filipino-American performer na nag-perform na po sa Philippines sa ASAP and all the other shows there. Ngayon, nandito na siya, trying to make it into Hollywood. I'd like to thank Cherry Ordonez of Cherry Salon for my hair and makeup for today. And guys, I'll see you all again tomorrow.